Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to MRC. It is the Tier 3 boys today. We are racing at Austria. Personally, one of my favourite tracks on the calendar. I think it's absolutely brilliant, but a few people in the Discord seem to disagree. Should be a very interesting race. It's looking very... A little bit of rain to watch on the stream, which would be nice. I am joined tonight by none other than LRL. Stefan, how are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, great to be back. It's been some time for me, and yeah, especially with you. I think it's the first time we're doing it together this year. I'm not really sure.
I think it might be this year, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Time flies by, but
I know.
But it's a really nice track indeed, as you said. So I'm very much motivated to do this with you tonight.
Yeah.
And we know it's Austria, so we're gonna see lots of fights and overtakes. So it's gonna be
possibly
exciting.
lots of track limits, because they come up a lot in Austria.
Oh yeah, that always plays a big role around Austria. Yeah. Time penalties.
Well, I've realised recently this is actually my 10th season in MRC now.
My God.
I know.
Should be getting a present or like a medal or something.
I know, I've been here so long. Oh my goodness. But I'm very, very glad to still be here. We are still going very, very strong as a league.
We do. I mean, I have a feeling it gets better with each season. At least in Tier 1, the pace is becoming...
It's disgustingly
so
quick,
strong.
yeah.
Yeah, it's almost illegal. It's almost too much. From my point of view.
I did one season in Tier 1, and holy moly, it was a terrifying place to be at times, seeing how quick some of these people are.
But didn't you have a top 4 finish in Tier 1?
I did have one top 4 finish, but that was more by good luck than anything else, because I just happened to get my strategy call right, and then there was a safety car, so...
I mean, I haven't done this game, so you're more successful than me.
I mean, yeah, I didn't really... Apart from that, I finished in the points one other time that season. So it was one good result. Yes, we've got a 1 minute 5.2 from BFD Ross, which is a very, very respectable banker lap around here. That's very good. 1 minute 5.6 from Gav on a set of mediums. That is a really quick time.
Yeah, especially if you consider that we've got an overcast track, and it's still the first 5 minutes of the session, so the track's gonna be a little bit damp or cold, or it's not gonna offer as much grip as it would in ideal conditions.
Exactly. 1 minute 5.9 from Smith. I should probably do a proper onboard. Let's see if I can find someone who's about to do a lap. There you go. Oh no, Winky's just finished his lap. 1 minute 6.4. Not a bad little lap. I'm trying to find someone who might be starting a lap. Avanash is on ascent of inters. That's not great for me doing an onboard lap, Avanash. Connor's quite far through his lap. I was so fascinated by talking to you that I just didn't do an onboard lap with anyone. I'm off my game today. Where's Hyverclips? Oh, Hyverclips has just done turn 1, so we'll jump on him for the rest of his lap, as he's on the DRS straight. Which, you've got uphill braking zone here. You're going to brake around 100 metres if you're super confident, all the way down to second gear. You can really cut that apex quite a lot. And then get on the power as soon as possible onto the DRS straight. It is very easy to spin out there, so nice and easy on the throttle. Then you've got a very downhill braking zone, about 100 metres if you're not confident. Then we come through here, about 50 metres for the first right-hander, maybe just after. Get on the power. You can get away with a lift for this second right-hander rather than actually braking. Keep it on the power. Then about 50 meters, I do a shift down without actually braking to 6th gear. And then you're going to brake hard down to 4th gear. You can cut that corner. Do not run wide because you can validate your lap very easily right at the end. 1 minute 5.7 from Hive. That's also a very nice banker lap.
Yeah. I'm confident we're going to see 1-4 lap.
Oh yeah, Tris is on pole with a 5-1, so I think we'll definitely get into the 1 minute 4s. I actually don't know. What was pole time in Tier 1 this week?
Well, we had a wet session, so it's not really comparable.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I'm not sure. I think it was a 1... I would check. I'm curious, actually.
It would probably be something disgusting like a 1 minute 11.
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, there we go. Only the Tier 1 drivers could manage to do that sort of time in the wet. There's not a lot of people on the laps right now. So we're right on board with Rookie for the moment. He's just started his lap.
I mean, I have to correct myself. It was another 1 minute 11 in Tier 1.
It was a 1 minute 11. Did you say?
It was. No, it wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't. Oh, okay. I was going to say, if it was, that would be 1 minute 10!
Yes. 1 minute 10.5.
You have to correct me to make it even worse. Yeah.
Yeah, it was from Ben, of course. Half a second ahead of Ujoni. Okay, so that you know what we're talking about.
If you had any doubts about Benny, A, why are you doubting him? Because he's disgustingly quick. But B, this season, he's already massively taken the fight to Ujoni.
Yeah, he does. It's. I think he won the race as well.
Yeah, he did. 1 minute 5-1 from Wookie. Another very nice. Oh, as he spins out of turn 1, but keeps it out of the wall. So that is good. Gav is on his out lap, finally on a set of softs. I think Winky has just started his lap, so let's ride a ball. Ooh, a little bit twitchy out of 1. That'll have cost him a little bit of time in the first sector. Let's see how he's doing. He's still a little bit up on his lap, not by very much so far. But this is the sector where you can find a lot of time. As he comes to the downhill braking zone. Yeah, it looks pretty stable. Looks like he's got a good stable setup on. And I say that carefully because he's using my setup. He's a 10th up at the end of the second sector. Oh, and he invalidates out of the last corner. So unfortunate. But so easy to do.
Yeah, and now his next lap is invalid as well.
Yeah. So the fun of this track.
But you gotta risk it. If you want to be fast, you have to risk throwing away your lap.
Yeah.
In corners.
Absolutely. You've got to try and get those corner cuts just right so that you're just in bounds. Nell says, have I been kicked? I just set a 1.5. On my screen, it says you haven't set a lap. So I'm not sure what's happening there, Nels, I'm afraid.
No, he's in the pits.
Yeah, it says you're in the pits on my screen, so I'm not entirely sure what's happening. We're right on board with Connor, who was 2/10 up at the end of the first sector. Hiverclips disqualified from session, blocking the pit lane. Oh no!
Oh, that's so unfortunate. I think he spun out of the first corner.
He did, yeah.
And then exit.
Oh, don't we just love Codemasters?
Yeah. What can you say?
Here comes Connor down to the line. He's going to do a 1 minute 5.6 up into P5. Very nice lap from Connor. Now here comes Night Shadow. Let's see what he's going to do now that he's not invalidating his lap. Because he set a very rapid time on medium, so he has a lot of potential to set a very competitive lap here. In the first, he's just down on his time out of the first sector. But there are some heavy traction zones here where the softs should make a big difference. Looks pretty good in the downhill braking zone. Got some good traction on exit. He's used a lot of his ERS, though. That's really going to hurt him later on in the lap. About half a tenth up. Ooh, looked like a big kick out of that corner. As he comes through the front, and he bails into the pits. Good evening in the YouTube ant, talking to us as you're not allowed to set a lap. Good boy. Oh, it looks like Wookie's 3/10 up on his lap. Could this be our first 1 minute 4? Oh, he invalidated. That last corner is so deadly. I think Smith's doing a double warm-up because he hasn't... Oh, no. Or, maybe. I don't know. It says 0 laps, but it doesn't say he's on his out lap, so I'm a bit confused by that one.
Maybe it makes sense to do a second out lap. It's the short track. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, Nels has left the session again.
Oh, he's having real issues tonight, bless him. Good evening in the YouTube, Mr. Hodgson. How are you doing today? Have you recovered from your 4-day binging sesh in Spain? Or are you still hanging? This is a bizarre sight. Every single person basically is in the pits. Apart from Antown and Smith, neither of whom are on laps yet. There you go, Smith starting his lap. We have something to watch on stream.
Yeah, we got content.
Yes! Let's see how Smith does. Bit of a lock up into the first corner, but carried the speed pretty well. He's 3.5 tenths up in the first sector, so big improvement so far. Yeah, got the car stopped very nicely in the downhill braking zone. Took the first part of that in 6th. That's really brave. 5.5, half a second now. So this will put him up towards the top 5. Let's see how he does in the final sector. Just don't invalidate the final corner. Well done, sir. 1 minute 5.2, P5. Very nice indeed.
Just 1.5 tenths off from goal.
It is so tight, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Top 5 all covered by a 10th and a half, basically. Oh, Nell says he set a 1.4.9 and was kicked. Ah, I can inform you that would have been pole, so I'm sorry to rub salt in the wound. Night Shadow is half a second up now.
Literally illegally quick.
Illegally quick, yeah. Your lap was so quick that the game went, this is not fair, he must be booted.
They assumed you were cheating.
Yes. Ugoni's not meant to be in this lobby, what's happening?
I was about to say, can we introduce this feature in Tier 1?
Yeah. If Ugoni goes into the second below everyone else, then it's like, nah, you're disqualified, sorry mate.
It's like the opposite of the 107% rule.
Yeah, the 98% rule, if you're too quick. Although I think that rule's going to have to apply to Benny now, unfortunately.
Why not both?
I agree.
I mean,
Ugoni and Benny should both have to start from the back.
yeah, on wet tires.
Yes, absolutely. Well, what race was it? It was one of the extreme races this season. And Benny stopped about 3-4 times that race. And I'd go past him and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm ahead of Benny. And then he'd come back past me. And then he'd pit again, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm back past Benny. And then he'd come back past me again. And then he'd pit again, and I was like, oh my gosh, I give up.
A four-stop strategy.
Yeah, I think he did a 4-stop strategy and still won the race.
Oh my god.
Absolutely mental.
It's insane.
No one should be able to do that.
Oh, definitely not.
That was Canada. There you go. Thank you, Mark. Yes, I don't like Canada anyway. I'm slow at Canada. I hate Canada with every fibre of my being. Ooh, Sambal. I don't know how Sambal didn't invalidate there.
Yeah, I was surprised as well. Oh, I think he lost time. Much more in it.
That's quali over. So have we got anyone on a lap? That's a nuts no. Invalidated. Mikawa's not on a lap, so I think that's quali.
Everyone's invalidated.
Yeah, I mean, welcome to Austria, basically. It's so easy to invalidate around here.
Yeah.
So Triz's banker lap of a 1:05.1 is actually the pole time.
I was about to say, wasn't it like one of the first laps that were set in this? Well,
yeah, that was Triz's banker lap, and there you go, done.
Can't remember happening that before. When have we seen a banker lap on pole? But yeah,
it doesn't happen very often. I think I've seen it like 2 or 3 times in the whole time I've been doing comms here, which is way too long. But it does happen very occasionally.
Well, I was wrong. We didn't see a 1:04, but we did see one, or apparently from Nels, but he was disqualified. So maybe
we didn't see one, but we believe you when you tell us that it happened.
Yes, we believe you.
We listen and we don't judge.
Maybe the drivers were afraid to get disqualified as well, or kicked out. So
yeah. Also that, yeah. Well, I've had a message from a certain person in the race currently who likes to keep me updated on such happenings within the race. And apparently it says it isn't going to rain. However, using my special strategy that I don't give away, he seems to think it's going to rain in about 30 or 45 minutes. So we could yet see a little bit of wet in this race. Are you going to show me the starting order game, or are we just going to sit on the please wait screen? Apparently we're just going to sit on the please wait screen. So I'm very, very sorry that I can't go through the starting order with you, because this wonderful game that we pay a ridiculous amount of money for is once again not working properly. Yep, no, we don't get to see it. So there we go. We're in the pit lane. It's, I mean, I'm going to say it's sunny, but from the view I've got, there are some very threatening-looking clouds over those trees, which I feel could possibly come this way. Avanash says, I've packed my umbrella. Good man. Always be prepared at Austria. It rains a lot here. Park says, I have not recovered at all. I've been back at work. Oh. Yeah, you don't want to be back at work on a 3-day hangover. That's not the one. But there we go. So, what's your opinion of Austria as a track, Stefan?
Well, I've got a very high opinion. I really love this track. I mean, it's an iconic place in my opinion. The landscape around it, the elevations, got many opportunities to overtake, and not just to overtake, just on the, on a straight and do a DRS pass, but also to really fight side by side through the middle sector. To when you're getting past, you have the chance to do a counter attack.
Yep.
It produces some really high quality racing.
Yeah, and it is a proper skill-based track because track limits, as we've said a couple of times now, track limits are so easy to run over here that you've got to be very, very careful to not rack up those penalties throughout the race.
Yes, indeed, you're right. So you really have to find the limit.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's can be tough to do. I mean, for me, this is, even though you've got the kind of twisty-turny bit through Sector 2, this isn't a massively high downforce track for me.
No, you need straight line speed around here. I mean, it's the shortest track on the calendar. You've just got 8 or 9 corners.
Yeah,
I believe. And therefore, downforce is still needed in the middle sector and the last sector, but not as much as on other tracks.
Absolutely. So we've got about 3 minutes until we are going to get underway. So do you have any iconic moments from real F1 that you remember about this?
Wait, can you repeat, please? I couldn't really hear you.
Sorry, do you have any sort of real F1 moments that really stand out to you with this track?
Like on the game or in real life?
Real life F1.
Oh, well, I mean, in recent years, I was thinking about like, last year, like Verstappen and Lando Norris pushing each other out. And I mean, things like that happened there as well with Verstappen and Leclerc, and with, I think, Schumacher and Montoya.
Yeah.
So there's a pattern around this track that you really have these brave maneuvers into the like hairpins.
Yeah.
Where you really need to risk something.
Yeah.
And I mean Rosberg and Hamilton as well. 2016. I just remember. So there's really a pattern that also not just don't just have overtakes. You really the big names are coming together around here.
Yeah.
And are having fights that will be remembered.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to see this now as well.
Yeah. One of the things about this track is there's a lot of corners that are very wide on entry, but they're very tight corners, so you really need to have the confidence to get the move done in the wide part before it really starts to narrow down for the corner.
Yeah, well, think about turn 4, for example. That it's going downhill.
Yeah.
You really have to adjust your braking point because there's also gravel on this track, you know?
Yeah.
But if you mess it up, you will pay for it.
Oh, yeah.
And
I've just seen a message from Connor that says we are about to get going. So we will be seeing the tyre strategies at any moment now. I mean, realistic. Let's have a look.
no, there are not.
Yeah, the higher tier reserves have gone for hard tyres. So they've been pretty unanimous in their decision there, I would say. I mean, Hive is through the second sector. And Hive Eclipse is only just coming through turn 4 now, so he might have a little bit of a weight on the line here if he's not careful.
Yeah, quite a fast formation left from him.
As he's already coming down towards the line. And Hive Eclipse has got a little bit of a moment on those hard tyres. I think it's possibly still a bit chilly on track. Hopefully, we're about to get going. I've got the most far away view I think I've ever had for a race start on this game ever.
Yeah, it's well.
So I'm going to go on board with Triz, and we are away in Austria, and it's a very, very good start for Triz. It's a very good start for Avanash, who's got alongside. Wookie tries to defend and does a very good job indeed. Gav had a bit of a moment out of turn 1, but is still going. Seems pretty stable at the moment. As they went 3 wide up towards turn 3. Little bit of contact here and there, but we've gotten through pretty much unharmed. Oh, as Gav's got alongside BFT Ross. The confidence under braking. What a move from Gav on those hard tyres.
Wow, I mean, he nailed his braking point. That was really braking. That's what I was talking about, actually.
Yeah. And on a set of hard tyres at the start of the race as well. What a brave move. But he is falling off the back of the leaders just a little bit. He's going to want to get the foot down, otherwise he's going to be in a bit of trouble DRS-wise. Loppy's already in the pits. Hopefully that's not damage. Which gives Triz the run back down into turn 4 to retake the lead. Hive's had a brilliant start from the back of the grid up to P13 already. Brilliant start from him. Oh, Sambal loses it.
Yes. Keeps going when he lost many places.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
I think Airways was forced by the game to let them bounce again, and the Cowboys came through as well. See another change for the lead?
I think so, yeah. Wookie's... I say he's back through there side by side. A little bit of wheel bashing, but Wookie gets through. Is Triz going to have the speed to get back past? Oh, there's sandwiching. Avanash got caught up in that.
Yeah, he had to lift off. There was no way for him. He had the most traction, the most speed out of the corner, but
yeah, But he's gone through and is up to P2.
Oh, Wookie with a mistake.
Oh yeah, Wookie's daisy tapping around here.
No.
Oh, and Connor and Ant have had a little bit of contact. Ant goes round. That's Wookie maybe about to make a move on Antown here. Maybe not. Oh, big! Oh, Mutsnuts massively outbreaks himself into turn 3.
So much happening right now. I don't know where to look.
Yeah, we're only on lap 4. Just calm it down, boys. You've still got about 30 laps to go. Plenty of time. Oh, Wookie loses it! Huge snap! Puts Gav up to P4.
Yeah, in the same spot.
That looks like, unfortunately, a bit of a fundamental setup issue there if it's happening in the same spot every time. As Winky's under pressure from Hive Eclipse. Hive Eclipse already up to P9. What a charge through the pack. As Smith gets past Night Shadow. Oh, but Gav, Raver under braking, gets back alongside. No, Smith is going to keep the place for now. One minute 7 fastest lap from Avanash. Oh, what's happened with Wookie?
Still Kenny Williams was, yeah, I think he spun. I'm not really sure. I didn't see it.
As Winky's actually opened up a bit of a gap from Hive here, so he should be safe down this DRS straight. As Gav gets back past Smith, Night Shadow up to P4. Only issue is that this battling with Smith is allowing those front 3 to pull away. As Mikawa runs really wide, allowing Ant to go through for P15. And Winky's... yeah, gets the move done. Oh, there's a lot of contact, a lot of wheel bashing. Oh, I think I'm having connection issues.
You're having connection?
Yes, it tells me it's only broadcasting my audio. So I'm going to leave. I'm going to stop the stream briefly and we'll be right back. Because I don't know what's happening. I don't normally have connection issues. I'll see if we can sort this. Might have to take the stream down briefly, everyone, and see if I can sort my connection issues. I'll just message the important people. Afraid.
I'm not hearing you well.
Yeah, I'll take the stream down a minute. I don't know what